Hello, Internet. I am Kay Thorne, also sometimes known as Miss V, and welcome to my channel. Already starting off strong, where we are playing through every single Nancy Drew game from number 1, Secrets Can Kill, to number 34, I believe, which I believe is Mystery of the Seven Keys. Currently, though, we are on game number 10, which is the Secret of Shadow Ranch. Here's my crappy little disc container, but also it is based on one of the Nancy Drew books, book number 5 to be specific, so that's really cool. There you can actually see, right here in the background, the ghostly horse. This book has never been cracked. This is as far as I can open it before I'm about to crack the spine. So, if you want me to crack the spine, leave that in the comments below that, hey, in the very last, or after we finish the game, very last episode of this, crack the spine. So leave a comment if you want me to crack the spine after I'm done playing everything and solving this particular mystery. I did read this book a very, very long time ago. I started reading Nancy Drew books when I was, I want to say 4 or 5. I think I was 5 when I started reading Nancy Drew books. I know for a fact that my mom had got a couple because we moved from one city to another city, and it was like a 4-hour drive, I want to say, and I'm pretty sure she got me some Nancy Drew books to read on that drive, and that's what really, I think it was 5, almost 6 actually. So that's when I started reading it. So this would have been around that time, probably 6 years old when I read this. And yeah, I've read through like 60 some of the books, absolutely loved them, but after that it just didn't feel the same. Carolyn Keene is not a real person, the author, she's not a real person. It's all just ghostwriters under the pseudonym of Carolyn Keene, but whoever the first ghostwriter was under the pseudonym, they must have stopped writing after like 60 something, or slowly backed away somewhere a little bit before then or something. That's my guess, and the writing just hasn't been the same. They are still technically writing these. They are still getting published. Again, it's all ghostwriters under the pseudonym of Carolyn Keene. Carolyn Keene was never actually a real person. It was always a pseudonym. But yeah, so there you go. That's this particular mystery. If you are new to my channel, the goal here is just to have a better work-life balance, which I say after not having played this game in like a week. It's been a little crazy this past week though. Oh no, it hasn't been a full week. Has it? No, it has. A little less than about a full week. It's been about a full week now. A lot of things happened. I ended up getting a UTI, and some other health stuff came up, and so couldn't play for a little bit because I was dealing with all of that. And then I go back to work next week. I am a virtual teacher, so this is still where I work, as same exact background and everything, which I really need to get this light fixed before the students come back. But yeah, so I go back next week. So next week's gonna really be when I have to focus in on my schedule and how I'm gonna do this. Because right now it is still my summer break. It's a little easier to get this done. This week there's been a lot of appointments as well. I think it's actually the other reason why I haven't played. There's been a lot of appointments. It was that last week before I go back, so gotta cram in all those medical appointments. And today even I do have, technically the dog has an appointment. A vet appointment this afternoon, but just an annual vet. He's fine. He's a pain in the butt, but he's fine. So it has been crazy, but we are going to get a playthrough in today. We're gonna get it in, and I realize I'm saying I go back next week. By the time this is actually published, I think I will be back at work, because I think this game will get published next week. Technically, I'm kind of a week ahead on recording, because it gives me time to edit. Because I do all the editing. If I ever get any kind of money from doing this, if I miraculously get enough people watching me play Nancy Drew games and I get some money, then I will totally use some of that money to hire an editor that can do this a lot better than I can, and probably has more time to edit. I just kind of quickly throw together the edit because of time. I do not have time to sit here for hours and hours editing. Which is why I have a cheat sheet of times I have my little cheat sheet over here of when things happen. So if the dog barks or anything, I usually write down a timestamp to edit that out. But with that though, it's like 5 minutes, so usual, if you end up enjoying me play through Shadow Ranch, please make sure you click the like button. Please leave a comment down below, especially if you want me to crack the spine of that book in the last game. And then, as usual, if you want to watch me play through all the Nancy Drew games, make sure you click the subscribe button. Depending on how timing works, I might also try to play Dragon Age 2 secondarily to this. It's really going to depend on how my schedule works. But I might have more time because my significant other is working on kind of starting up his own bit. It's a whole thing. He's doing work stuff. He has to spend more time doing work stuff currently. So with him working more, I might be able to do this a little bit more because I do want to spend time with him as well. That is part of my work-life balance I'm working on. But without further ado, with all of that out of the way, let's go into Bob the horse here. Bob the horse is the horse that we rode. I'm trying to remember what happened last time. Let's load, see if something triggers my memory. Again, it's been about a week since I played. Just sheerly due to all the medical appointments and other things that have happened. But I'm doing better now. I'm back to drinking coffee after like a week and a half of not being able to drink coffee. That's right, we gotta get a rope so we can climb the ledge. Yeah, we gotta figure out how to open the... wait. Oh, the trunk that Mary bought from the Raleighs. I think it's the things I have. Maybe we'll go to Mary's. Find out why Mary's so eager to buy that property from the Raleighs. Yeah, I have to get Texas permission to go riding if I go to Mary's. Maybe I'm gonna go to Mary and talk to her. So let's see, things that we have done. That's right, we got into the roll-top desk. We delivered a letter to Mary. Looked at her little store and some of the things she had there. Learned about this phantom horse. We did some chores for Shorty. We didn't do the best with the vegetables. We just did all right. If we have to do the vegetables again, we're going to do our research. We got a bucket filled with water, got a fire pit ready. We passed Texas quiz. I did have to Google those answers as we were going through, but they were real questions about real horse things. So like it was just a bunch of questions about horses and not about the game itself. I should have taken a photo of the diagram of the horse, and I didn't. That one was on me. So that's what we did last time. We're still building up to the big part of the mystery here. At some point, I'm sure we'll go to bed and we'll actually see the horse. That is my guess on that. I'll put my phone off to the side before it gets distracting. So let's go to Mary's. Oh, that's right. At some point, we're probably gonna have to cook something based on this, and the fact that there's recipe cards right there. This is Shorty. I remember that. He was fun. I don't remember that guy's name. And then Tex is the guy we have to ask if we can. We'll talk to Shorty about chores later. We're gonna go talk to Mary. And why are you all glowy? Anything new here? Harrison's yellow. That seems new. I don't remember reading about this. The shrub rose bears semi-double 3-inch wide bright yellow fragrant blooms. It only blooms once a year in late spring, but it's extremely vigorous. Depending on its location, a single plant can grow to be more than 6 feet tall and 11 feet wide. Oh, that's a big bush. Hybridized in New York City in 1830 by an attorney named Harrison. That's why it's filled with 1 R instead of 2. Its hardiness and tolerance for drought made the variety an instant hit, especially among pioneers. They would carry cuttings with them and plant them beside the houses and barns they built as they journeyed west. As a result, wild thickets of Harrison's yellow can still be found along the length of the Oregon Trail. I wonder if that's true. I don't know much about flowers. Alright. What do you want? Also, my neighbors are still doing construction. Like I said, I haven't played in like a week. This was going on a week. It's been like 2 weeks of this. I don't know what they're building in their backyard, but they're taking their sweet time doing it.
Not that my family's any of your concern, but my sister did work for the Raleighs back in Phoenix. She got fired, she got mad, but she's over it. Okay?
Why didn't you tell me that before?
Because it makes me look bad. I figured no one would ever find out, and when you did, I just got all flustered like.
Are you and your sister very close?
Nope. Fact is, my sister can be kind of a flake. I'd have probably fired her too.
Do you know anything about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid for his sweetheart?
Nope.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that. Talk to you later.
Yahoo.
No, we need to ask permission to use the horse.
Talk to you later.
Yahoo.
Well, then I'm just gonna take Bob. What's up, Bob? Always want to make sure that is tightened, otherwise you're gonna slip right off. Oh geez, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. There's buttons on the watch face of that pocket watch. I found must do something, figure it out. Yep, mark all the petroglyphs that are on the map Dirk made for Francis.
That's done.
We did that. Rock pictures.
I haven't done that yet.
Well, I tried to. We're gonna go to Mary's. Oh, dang it.
Come on, Bob. Good boy.
I guess because I already asked permission for the day, I'm just fine. I don't know. There's no like clock or anything. Or did the phone have a clock? No, phone does not have a clock. So I'm guessing time doesn't matter. Wait, hold up. Well, maybe we should ask her permission before I mess with the thing.
Hi, can I help you with something?
It was great talking to you.
Come in again.
Never mind.
Would you mind if I try to get this open?
Please do. In fact, if you get it open, I'll let you keep something from it. You can have your pick.
Okay. It has something to do with these. I should have looked at the clock again. I wonder if it's the same. Did I write down the numbers? I did. I did write down the numbers, but that doesn't mean that I actually... because there was colors related to it. So no. This music is weird. It sounds like something out of the movie The Stand. More like a mini-series. And not the new one. Actually, I don't think I've even watched the new one still. Oh, Oh, I'm starting to see words on this. Hold up, hold up. Will need more, whatever that symbol is, if that symbol, soon, check, again, symbol, might have hidden it right under something nose. It's not helpful for this though. Does this give me anything? Oh no. Darn. Well, okay, and I can't talk to Mary. Well, let's, is it Trail Stop or Cougar Bend where those symbols are? Well, we'll go to Trail Stop and then Cougar Bend. Makes sense. Oh, I do that in a bit. There was a snake over here. We're still collecting these? Okay.
I think I'll let Bob do the walking.
Just keeping an eye out for more of those things here.
Better not leave old Bob behind.
Cougar Bend. I really hope that the construction stuff next door is not... I hope you guys can't hear it. Because for me, it's really annoying. Okay, this is the photo, right? It is. Oh. Turn back around. That's more like it, okay. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, there we go. That goes there.
I need a rope.
Ah. That one's there. That one's there. Oh, apparently I saw that one too. Oh, I see it. Okay. That one's there. Look at the map again. Actually, this one goes there. Aha! That one's there. And I think I need a rope to finish this. Oh, can I go up this way? Okay. This one goes there. And the next one's the bird. weird looking one. Okay, so the hand is here. This one is there. Cool, so then I just need to get these ones. Which involves... So real quick. Okay, that's gonna be beneath. For sure. So actually, that one will go here. It's not gonna let me do the thing. Oh, fine then. That should be an 8. That will go there. So beneath. Huh. I'm gonna guess that's a P. Pappies. Beneath. Not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna be Pappy. Oh, that would be HC. Beneath. I don't know. So. Maybe it won't be Pappy. I just think Pappy because what's a word is what some people will call their grandparents. I need a rope. Oh, oops. Should have stopped at Cougar Bend. No, that was Cougar Bend. Oh, I have to go all the way back that way. Oh, fine. Jeez. Bulbs thing back. Oh, he started doing something. I need a rope.
Need something?
Talk to you later.
If you last that long.
Usually, the only thing that's possibly going to affect me is if I get bit by a rattlesnake. Which is apparently possible. Okay. Maybe I will call. Oh, look at the... Oh, I don't have it in here. Oh, it was... I think it's in the thing, and we just left it in the thing. Well, let me call that romance novelist. Charlena Purcell.
Charlena Purcell's office.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
Concerning?
I'm staying at a ranch in central Arizona, and since she knows so much about the history of Arizona, I thought maybe she could answer some questions for me.
Questions concerning?
Well, I came across a very old trunk that might contain stuff that has to do with these people named Dirk Valentine and Francis Humber. Only I can't open it.
Did you say Dirk Valentine?
And his girlfriend, Francis Humber, yes.
Ah. What would you hold, please?
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell. Miss Purcell's latest novel, like Wind Through My Heart, was an instant bestseller. And like so many of her novels, it recently received the Catherine Coop Award for Historical Excellence. Reading a Charlena Purcell novel is like traveling through time to the old Southwest on the wings of love.
This is Charlena. Who is this again?
Nancy Drew?
Tell me about the trunk you found.
Well, the lock seems to have something to do with this image that's engraved on the trunk right above it.
Describe the image.
It's this kind of abstract design made up of hearts and doves and the initials EH and AH.
EH would be Eldridge Humber, and AH would be Abigail Humber. Frances Humber's grandparents on her father's side. Her mother died when she was 10. Now, the picture no doubt commemorates their wedding day, which was 4/9/11. April 9th, 1811.
Over here trying to write this down. I can't get anything working.
Those numbers must have something to do with the directions in which those wrenches need to be pointing.
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. In the course of my research, I've only read about the trunks Merrill and Eldridge Humber handcrafted. I've never actually opened one. However, I've been running across fascinating tidbits concerning the Humber family and stashing them away for years. When I have enough tidbits stashed away, I may well write a book about them.
Then you'd probably be very interested to know what's in this trunk.
Yes, I would. And since I've helped you, or tried to, it's only fair that you help me, don't you think?
Sure, I'll keep you posted. Did I mention that I'm staying at Shadow Ranch?
This just gets better and better. I'll tell my assistant to put your calls through immediately. By the way, why are you so interested in the Humbers?
Knowing more about them and what happened in the past may help me figure out something that's going on in the present. I'm kind of a detective.
That makes two of us. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Why? I swear if there's not a new search thing. Maybe we have an email. No, we don't. Okay. We did this.
Check.
Working on that. Yeah, we'll figure something out for that. Yeah, I need to figure out those symbols. Still need a freaking rope. Technically, we figured that out.
Can't check that off.
Yeah, I was
till
gonna
it's
say, I don't
done.
think we figured that out. Let me talk to Shorty. Let me see if his chores would get me a rope.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Maybe not. What about you?
Hello, Nancy.
Hmm.
Something I can do for you?
I found a letter that may have been written by Dirk Valentine to Francis Humber way back in the 1880s. What do you know about them?
I know there's a painting of her over in the ranch house, and that's about it. Why? What'd the letter say?
The letter made it sound like Dirk was sending Francis on some kind of treasure hunt.
Well, if the guy did hide something, it's probably long gone by now.
I'll let you get back to work.
Ma'am?
Dang it, still don't get a rope. Oh, I just want a rope. Somebody give me a rope. I feel like I vaguely remember there being like a roping puzzle in this game. Or mini game, roping mini game. That's actually. Well, I guess we're going back out with Bob. Do I have to ask your permission?
Need something?
Talk to you later.
If you last that long.
I just want to make sure that I don't get in trouble for taking out Bob without permission.
Come on, Bob.
I'm just wondering if there was a mini game with that. I don't want there to be a mini game with that. Okay, back to Mary's gifts. Okay, we're gonna open the trunk. Should have just gone to Mary's gifts and made the phone call here. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, put these back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8, 9.
I got the trunk open.
Great, thank you. Go ahead and take something from it. You deserve a reward.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yoink.
If I want something else from the trunk, I should put back what I took before.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I feel like this watch is just going to be something
I
important.
wonder how you open this. I wonder how you open this.
You usually click the thing and that. Fine.
Can I help you with something?
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
These tuning forks definitely have to do something. Wait a minute. No, there's not gonna be like this is what these mean or anything. Okay.
Something goes.
Oh, I had to fully unlock it again? Okay.
I'm
There
finished
we
with
go.
that.
To Shadow Ranch. I want to feed Bob. I've been using him a lot for writing. I want to feed Bob.
Need something?
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Yes, sir. Oh, I want to look over there, but I probably can't without him. He probably needs to be not there for me to look over there.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Y'all saw, it said, check in with Shorty for chores. Oh, cool. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Well, unless it's gonna have numbers in it, other than the date. Oh yeah, it has those numbers.
I like vexing your brain because when
Oh, I'm not gonna listen to that whole thing again.
I wonder how you open this. I wonder how you open this.
It has to be even numbers only. Stop telling me to do things. Maybe I need to call people? Not quite sure what else to do from here.
Hello?
Hey, Bess.
Nancy, our link to the world of excitement and intrigue and decent food. What's the latest?
Apparently, last night, this glowing horse came galloping up out of nowhere, caused a huge commotion, then went galloping off and disappeared.
It was glowing?
Evidently, it was pretty spooky.
You're there investigating phantom horses, and what are we doing? A big fat nothing. That does it, George. We're suing the airline.
The cook, Shorty Thurman, he says the phantom horse belonged to this outlaw named Dirk Valentine, who was hanged back in the 1880s.
Is this Valentine guy a phantom too?
I don't think so.
Well, how come his horse got to become a phantom and he didn't? Bess, phantoms don't really exist,
According to legend, seeing the horse is bad luck.
I believe it. I mean, look at what happened to the guy who owned him.
Don't you think it's kind of odd how that rattlesnake showed up in the Raleigh's bedroom right after that phantom horse showed up outside?
You don't buy that it was an unfortunate coincidence?
I think it was more like a well-planned distraction.
So, you're saying someone used the horse to lure everyone outside, then put the snake in their room, knowing no one would be watching?
It's possible, don't you think?
But if you're right, it means someone wants to hurt Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed. Oh my gosh! If you're right, it means that someone is on the ranch.
And whoever it is must be working with an accomplice. You know, someone to wrangle the horse.
So everyone there is a suspect.
That's right.
Well, you don't have to sound so happy about it.
Has either of you two ever read anything by an author named Charlena Purcell? She writes romance novels that take place in the Old West.
That rules me out.
I saw her on a talk show once. Seemed kind of full of herself. Why do you ask?
I had to call her in order to open this old trunk at Mary Yazie's. She knows a lot about the people who used to live at Shadow Ranch.
I bet I know more about 19th century clothing design than she does.
Would you believe I found a letter that Dirk Valentine wrote to Frances Humber?
No way.
It was locked up in this chest that belonged to her father, and the letter was never opened. According to his journal, her father intercepted it and locked it away before Frances could read it.
So did you read it?
Of course she did. I mean, she better have.
It said that Dirk hid a bunch of his loot somewhere.
Ooh, I love it when outlaws hide loot, don't you?
What'd the letter say?
Well, evidently Dirk wanted Frances to have the loot he'd stashed, so he set up this elaborate treasure hunt for her. The letter contained all sorts of weird, obscure clues to help her find what he'd hidden.
But if the letter was never opened...
Frances couldn't have found the treasure.
Oh my gosh, it could still be out there.
And someone could be using that phantom horse to chase the Raleighs off the ranch because they want to be the ones to find it.
We're stuck here when we could be there with you looking for hidden loot? That does it, George. We're suing the airline and the airport.
How about some hints?
I think that can be arranged.
What do you need?
I found a locket watch in that old trunk at Mary Yazie's, but I don't know how to open it. Any hints?
You need to find the peg that fits in that little hole.
Find a locket just like it and your problem will be solved.
What kind of blanket statement is that?
Just something I had to get off my chest.
Oh my god.
It looks like there's another compartment in the locket watch I found. I'd like to open it, but I could use a hint.
You must have to push those little buttons down in some kind of sequence.
Just keep track of what buttons you pushed and in what order.
It might take some time, but you'll figure it out.
Really?
That's it for now.
2 words, Nancy. Call us.
Well, I guess we can do that. Ah, oh, I hate these. 10, 12, 4, 10, 12, 6, 12, 8, 10, 12, 8, 10, 12, 8, 6, 2, 4. Okay. Oh!
You open this.
You use this thing.
Bingo! F.H. Frances Humber?
That makes sense. 1, 3, 7, 1, 3, 9. No, 1, 3, 11. 1, 3, 11. 1, 3, 11, 7, 9, 5.
Green bottle under... wonder what that means.
Well, okay. Got the lockets open.
I'm finished with that.
Yep, yep. Did they add? That's it. That's all we did. Ugh. Well, at least we did something. Oh, that triggered the
She'll be
evening.
coming around the mountain when she goes. Yodelay.
I can't take any more.
Where are you going? You can't leave. The Raleighs said we were to have a cookout and entertain our guests.
Yeah, well, I don't call this entertainment. It's worse than whatever that stuff was you cooked.
That was lamb ragout for your information, and it was great. If you couldn't appreciate it, it's because your taste buds are about as sophisticated as a sand flea's.
I think I'll turn in too. Night, ma'am. Next time, just stick to burgers.
Et tu, Brute? You see that? You see what I put up with? Day in and day out, I cast my culinary pearls before ungrateful, uncultured swine. Well, I'll show them. I'll write a best-selling cookbook, that's what I'll do. Then I'll get my own TV show, then I'll do a movie, and while they're out here punching cattle, I'll become a Brazilian.
Oh my gosh.
It's a pretty horse. It's a pretty horse. It's bad animated. This game is from like the early 2000s. We'll cut it some slack. Oh. Oh, am I supposed to do something, or is it just... Okay. No, it's just... Okay. Next morning. I didn't have to fix it. Good.
And you say this happened right after that phantom horse showed up again?
The pump house blew just as the horse was galloping away.
Oh, my, this is awful. Maybe Shorty was right. Maybe that horse is a bad omen.
I'm more inclined to think that someone is using that horse to divert attention.
What do you mean?
It's possible that while everyone's attention was on that horse, someone sabotaged the pump house.
Why on earth would someone sabotage the pump house?
Someone may be trying to chase you off the ranch.
But why?
That I don't know. Yet.
You don't think Tex or Shorty or Dave is somehow involved, do you?
It's possible, but I just don't know yet.
Oh, my. You might not be safe there.
Maybe we should send her home.
I'll be fine. Really, I want to help, and I can help.
Well, it sounds like we could certainly use your help.
Can you think of anyone who might have a grudge against you?
No, but I'll tell you what. Ed and I will put our thinking caps on, and if anything comes to us, we'll call you. Have you called the sheriff and told him all this?
Not yet.
Tell her about the storm.
Tell me about the what?
The storms. You need to be careful when you go riding because it can be sunny one minute and pouring down rain the next.
I'll be careful.
Good. And if you have any more questions, just call.
One more thing. Until I figure out what's going on, it would probably be a good idea not to mention my suspicions to anyone at the ranch.
Of course. Keep in touch.
I will. Bye.
Sorry, the storm thing made me chuckle because it's so accurate. Whether you're Arizona, New Mexico, mostly southern New Mexico, but a little bit of all of New Mexico, West Texas, there's just certain desert areas. If you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes. It'll change. It'll change. Alright, let's call the sheriff. Inform them of what happened.
Hernandez.
Hi. Are you the sheriff?
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm staying at Shadow Ranch.
Oh, yeah? I spent a good part of last night out there.
I know. I never got a chance to talk to you.
Is there something I can do for you?
Oh,
Thanks for your help.
You bet.
I guess the sheriff already knows. What do you want? Why do you keep telling me that there's a thing when there's not a thing? Leave me alone. Okay. Now I would need Texas permission to go riding. I think I did some things a little early. Oh, look who's not here. We can search the stuff.
Mineral deposits?
Interesting. To Phoenix, 80 miles. So this is outside Phoenix. Tumbleweed. Is Tumbleweed a weird place in Arizona? I don't know Arizona that well. They're just my sister's state. Which I know some people in Arizona are going to be like, stop calling New Mexico and Arizona sister states. They're sister states, guys. Okay, literally. New Mexico was sworn in as a state 1 day before Arizona was. 1 day! That's not how you spell tumbleweed. Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed Park Recreation in Chandler, Arizona. Tumbleweed, Arizona. Tumbleweed Inn, Tumbleweed Lounge. I don't think there's an actual, like, Tumbleweed, Arizona. Flagstaff. Okay, so Phoenix would be that way, and Tumbleweed would need to be somewhere over here. I wonder if it's just Chandler. Is it just Chandler, Arizona, basically? I don't know when Chandler became part of Phoenix. What's the word? Because there's Phoenix, and then there's Phoenix Metro. Oh, I think Phoenix Metro is Phoenix, and then there's Phoenix, which takes like Glendale, Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, and a few others. Maybe it's just Chandler. Maybe we're just in Chandler. I don't know, how far away is Chandler from Phoenix Metro? There's Scottsdale. Where is Chandler? I can't find Chandler on the map, guys. There's Deer Valley. I have friends in Deer Valley. Bowie Club. Aquarium and Safari Park. Ooh. They'll go, Surprise, Arizona. Literally, guys, there's a place called Surprise, Arizona. So, I'm not from Arizona, but my boyfriend's from Arizona, which is partly why I know so much. And, Surprise, Arizona was literally a surprise. There was absolutely nothing there, and then suddenly, there was a town. I love Surprise, Arizona. Is there a Shadow Mountain? Is there an actual Shadow Mountain there, or is this just all the fake parts of Arizona? I think those are just fake parts of Arizona. I don't know if there's like a Shadow Mountain. I know there's a Shadow Mountain Road in my town. Oh, there's Chandler. There's a Shadow Mountain High School in, I think it's Scottsdale. In Phoenix. Found Chandler though. It's right next to the Gila River Indian Reservation. I mean, it could be that we're just kind of in Chandler. I don't know when Chandler became part of Phoenix. So, this is why you guys watch this, so you could see me scouring Google Maps trying to see if this is a real place.
Can I help you find something?
No, actually, I pretty much found everything on my own.
For your information, I got those maps because I was hoping there might be a long-lost gold mine or two around here. But like most of my get-rich-quick ideas, it didn't pan out. Apparently, there's no gold left in them thar hills, or silver, or copper, or anything else. Now, I don't ever want to catch you in my stuff again.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
I'm embarrassed that you caught me snooping through your stuff.
I said apologize.
Just proves we're birds of a feather. I've been known to go poking through other people's stuff myself.
Have you been out to the pump house?
All the water to the ranch house has been cut off. The livestock will still get water from the windmills, but we humans are gonna have to get every single drop of water we use from the faucet in the pump house. And that's gonna be a royal pain. Why can't that darn horse do its cursed thing somewhere else?
I'm inclined to think that someone, not something, is responsible for the damage to the pump house.
I saw the pipe. It was rusted through. That's why it burst. That and bad vibes from that equine banshee.
Equine banshee?
Got any chores you want me to do?
Do exactly what you did for me yesterday, and I'll be forever grateful. Start by picking all the ripe stuff in the garden again. Basket's outside.
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
This time, what is this? Why are we checking? Oh, if it's okay to go riding with Tex. Keep your eyes peeled for a green bottle that's under something. I asked Shorty for chores. I did that.
I haven't done that yet.
I just haven't done the chore yet. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I need this actually. Internet browser search. Harvesting vegetables. Let's see, over start at green. And then turn another color as they mature. Mature peppers should be clipped off the plant, not pulled. Oh, this is California Wonder. So we want red for that. Early Cal Wonders, yellow. You know what? We're gonna do this slowly but surely as we look at the names of stuff. So let's start with looking at black turtle. Black turtle. So, oh, that's not what I wanted. Harvesting vegetables. So, snap beans, yes. Vacuum winter sun gold, Romano. Going for black turtle. I think it's just these. So dry beans. Beans on the left are under right, beans in the middle are right, beans on the right are over right. Okay, so we want them to be a pale green but not brown. Pale green, I think this. Those are overripe, that's underripe, okay. Golden queen. It's like a tomato or something. I think beefsteak's also a tomato. Tomatoes. Beefsteak. Lights. That's golden queens. Orange yellow when ripe. So like this right here. And beefsteak is red when ripe. Alright, okay. So beefsteak, we want it to be red. The golden queen should be orange yellow, like this one. So are these right? Okay, I know those ones are good. I'm totally guessing. Okay, okay. So Romano. Okay, these are the beans. Trying to make sure here. So it looks like most of the beans are good. I don't see anything that would be considered underripe, I don't think. Oh wait, I might have done the other one incorrect, dang it. Oh, this is Romano. Romano should look like that. I think the dry beans were supposed to actually look dry. My bad. My bad. I think these are actually black turtle, ripe ones. Okay. Oops. Okay, to look at Northern Lights and Old Ivory Egg. Okay, there's another one. Northern Lights should be bicolored. They should have two-ish colors for Northern Lights. An Old Ivory Egg should be a golden white. That's so not helpful. I'm gonna guess that. That's Northern Lights. I don't see anything bicolored. That one, maybe? I think that's it.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Yeah, I know.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Oh no, you got stuff in here that isn't ripe yet. Picking stuff before it's ripe is a waste of perfectly good food. So don't do it again, you hear?
Yeah,
Now,
it's
you
that
just
black
fill
turtle.
that egg basket for me again. We'll be all set.
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
Alright. Get some eggs from the chickens. Hey, that guy's not here. I don't have feed for the chickens. Oop, not you. Hey, you, don't even think about taking my eggs when I'm here. It makes me crazy. I think that's hilarious, honestly. There are chickens like that. There's some mean chickens out there. Alright. We got eggs. Why do you keep telling me that you have a thing when you don't have a thing? We got eggs.
Got those eggs for me?
Right here.
Good for you. I need you to do one more thing. It's Tex's birthday. The Raleighs told me to make him a cake. Now, if I make it, he'll throw a fit. But if you make it, he might actually appreciate it. So why don't you dig a cake recipe out of the recipe box and have at it? I don't care when you make it, just so it's done by the end of the day. The icing's already made.
Could I get a canteen of water from you?
You betcha. You're good to go.
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
Okay, good. I was like, did I take photos of the... I did. I did take photos because I think I'm gonna need stuff. Okay, cake. Cake. Shadow Ranch cake. And a marzipan flower. Okay, 1 cup butter. 2, I finally need a photo of this. Take a photo of the recipe. I don't know, maybe I'll also try to just make it myself at some point. Oh, cool, we get to just take that one. Rattlesnake chili. Oh, it's right there. Ooh. Onions, green pepper, garlic. Oh, that kind of chili. I don't like that kind of chili. Ooh, rattlesnake meat, though, would be delicious. Probably, at least I heard is delicious. Okay.
First thing I'll need to make that cake is a mixing bowl.
Oh, cool. All the things. Okay. Let's start with 1 cup butter. Need 1 more of these. 2 eggs. I love how it almost looks like we're like putting a whole egg in. 1 1/3 cups milk. Oh my god, we only have to... Okay, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, and another third. 4 cups flour. Oh, that's a pint. Hold up, I gotta find the pint cups. 2 pints is a quart. Okay, 2 cups is 1 pint. Right? But that says liquid. Oh, ounces would be liquid. Pint would not necessarily be. Okay. So, 2 cups is 1 pint. So this is 2 cups. So we just need 2 of these. Okay. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. That's a teaspoon. Are you kidding me right now? How many teaspoons are in a tablespoon? 3 teaspoons and 1 tablespoon. Jeez. 1, 2, 3 2 1/3 cups of sugar. Oh my god. 1/3. 2/3. 3/3. And another 1/3. 2/3. 3/3. And then 1 more third. That's a lot of sugar. 3 teaspoons vanilla. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Do I back out? Bake. Oh. I'm gonna guess this one.
Looks like I'm gonna have to guess how long to cook it and what temperature to use.
Oh, that's lovely. I can't, like, look this up online. No. Let's go with medium. 45.
Perfect.
Hey!
Try a little, just to be sure. This tastes terrible.
What?
I'd better throw this out and make another one.
That's the recipe. What are you talking about? One cup butter. 1 stick is half a cup, so 1, 2, 1 and 2/3. I did 1 1/3 cup milk. 2, 3. That still wouldn't make it taste terrible. 4, 5. 4 cups flour. It was 2 of these. Tablespoon baking powder was 3 of these. Two and 1/3 cup sugar. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Still doing the same temp. It was medium, and it was 45.
Perfect. Maybe I should try. I should put that icing Shorty made on it. What are these?
I made you that flour Frances mentioned in her recipe. I cut all the pieces out of marzipan using her old forms, but I'll be darned if I can figure out how the pieces go.
Okay. Well, there's like a shape on here. Okay, that goes there. I don't think that goes down there. Nope. That doesn't look like it goes down there either. Wait, does that fit right there? Okay, I think that goes there. That goes there. Okay. that go there? I have no idea. Oh, I think this goes there. Oh, this actually looks like it goes there. This would go there, okay. See, that looks like it might go right there. With this right there. No, that doesn't seem right. Yes, it does go right there. And then this would go like right there.
It's a tulip. What's this?
That's food coloring, so you can paint that marzipan flower.
Not my marzipan flower, but what colors? Yeah, but what colors? I don't want to mess it up. Should I look up a tulip? Nope. Okay. That's gotta be it. Okay.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
Cool, we can check that off the list.
That's done.
That guy's not there. Crime scene, no trespassing, but it's literally the only way you can get water is by going into that place. Everybody's there. Okay. What? Wow. Well, let's do that actually while I'm still here. Call the sheriff, get permission.
Hello, Sheriff. It's Nancy Drew again.
Hello, Nancy. What can I do for you?
Would it be all right if I looked around in the pump house?
Sure. I'm all done in there. Should have had my deputy take that sign down. Mind my asking why you want to look around? Wait a minute. Dave told me about you. You're the girl detective.
Amateur detective.
I don't know. Dave seemed to be real impressed with you. In more ways than one, I might add.
Do you know most of the men who work at Shadow Ranch?
I know them all. That doesn't mean I'm best buddies with them, but it's a pretty small world out here. And I've either known or known of those boys for years.
And they're all stand-up guys, as far as you know?
I'd vouch for every single one of them.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime.
Let's look around. Let's look around.
Looks like the pipe is pretty badly corroded. Dave?
Well, where did you come from?
Where did you come from?
Well, see, I'm looking for Dirk Valentine's treasure.
Then you lied before when you said you didn't know who Dirk Valentine was.
Yes, ma'am. See, my great Aunt Ellie was Frances Humber's cousin. When she died, she left me a bunch of stuff, including an old letter she'd gotten from Frances. In the letter, Frances said that Valentine had hidden a bunch of loot somewhere and wanted Frances to find it by following the clues he left for her. Frances was real smart, see? Loved puzzles, played the piano pretty good too. Anyway, after Valentine met his end, Frances was too broken-hearted to care about some treasure. She told Aunt Ellie that if she could find it, she could keep it. I also found this picture. That's Frances's father, Sheriff Merrill Humber. There's something written on the back. Stairs to cellar. That's Frances's handwriting. Looks like the other half of the message got torn off. I was hoping that the treasure might be under the stairs in here, but no such luck.
I didn't know this place had a cellar.
As far as I know, no one does. The entrance is secret. These stairs lead to a secret door behind the bookcase in the den.
The Raleighs never mentioned a secret door.
The Raleighs don't know. I was afraid that if I told them, they'd... See, my brother's dead broke. No job, health's bad. I was thinking if I could just find the treasure...
I understand, but now I'm in kind of an awkward position.
I know, and I'll tell them, I swear, soon as they come back. They got enough on their minds right now.
You haven't been using that phantom horse to try to scare the Raleighs off so you can hunt for Valentine's treasure in peace?
I don't know anything about that horse or any of the other stuff that's been going on around here, I swear. Now, if you'll pardon me, I need to tend to my chores.
Wondering where he was.
No, wait, you don't have to leave.
Yes, he does, because then we can look. Okay, that's that. HP 3941 1881.
Something's missing.
Yep, something is missing. Oh, good, we took the thing. Anything else?
Wonder what somebody's been using that for.
Maybe corroding some pipes. We can't look under the cellar stairs? Oh, come on. That's it? That's it? Fine then.
Looks like I'm back in the den.
Yep. Alright. Oh. Look at that. Looks like we gotta call Bess and George again at some point.
I haven't done that yet.
I tried to. You wouldn't let me.
I'm finished with that.
Where did that come from? Ah, okay. Well, let's try this again. Let's look under the dang cellar stairs. Yeah, it's not turning red at all to let me go look. I'll find that. Hey, Bess and George. Mainly George.
Hello?
Where are you guys? You've got to get out here. I saw the phantom horse last night.
Know what we saw last night? The inside of a motel room in St. Louis.
St. Louis?
Our plane finally took off at 7 last night. We didn't call you because we wanted to surprise you. Only the next thing we knew, we were being diverted to St. Louis on account of bad weather. So the airline put us up at a motel. But when we came back to the airport this morning, guess what?
More mechanical problems.
We're fogged in. I have never seen fog this thick. Visibility's 3 feet tops. You can barely drive in this stuff, let alone land and take off. Let's change the subject. So you saw the phantom horse?
Last night, right after the campfire, this glowing horse appeared out of nowhere, then went galloping away. And right after that, the main pipe in the pump house sprang a leak. Another case of bad luck? I think not.
So while everyone's attention was on the horse, someone sabotaged the pump house. First the rattlesnake, now this. Yikes.
I found a half-burned note that had a bunch of gibberish on it in the fire pit.
Gibberish? You mean like a code?
That could be why someone tried to burn it, so no one else at the ranch would ever know what it said.
Maybe it was about the sabotage.
That's just what I was thinking.
So just find a way to decode that message and you'll be all set.
Have I told you about the cowboys that work for the Raleighs?
No, and believe me, I've been meaning to ask.
Well, Dave Gregory, he's the foreman, and he's very cute, Bess.
Wouldn't you know it?
Anyway, I caught him secretly digging around in the cellar. He knows about Dirk Valentine's treasure, too.
What about the other cowboys?
Tex Britton, the head wrangler, the Raleighs fired his sister when they lived in Phoenix. At first, he denied it. Then when he finally admitted it, he said he lied because he knew the truth makes him look bad.
Yeah, it makes him look like he's been sabotaging stuff at the ranch to help his sister get back at Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed.
He says that's not true, that he doesn't even blame the Raleighs for firing her.
Words are cheap, Nan. Keep an eye on him.
What? I wanted to know about the bag.
I could sure use a hint when it comes to using that piece of paper Dirk left for Francis to keep track of where the rock pictures are.
Whenever you see a petroglyph, just click on the grid, and 2 letters that mark its place on the grid will appear below. Just make sure that where you click on the grid corresponds as closely as possible to the position of that particular petroglyph out in the desert. If you're careful, pretty soon all those letters will spell out a message.
I'm not sure what I should do next.
Check that task list you keep in your notepad, or the case notes you keep there. Maybe those will help.
I'm stumped when it comes to finding the green bottle under stairs to cellar. How about a hint?
Check out the stairs leading from the pump house to the cellar. I'll bet it's under one of them. If you shift things down there around a bit, a whole new world might open up.
That's it for now.
Have fun. Wish you were here. Kidding.
That was actually helpful. I wanted to ask her about 19th century fashion, though. Well, maybe we'll go check that out.
Maybe the message on the pictures refers not to the stairs to the den, but to these stairs.
Here we go. What in this? Oh, that says FH. Mm-hmm. I want to get these out of the way. There we go.
There's something inside.
There we go.
I am glad that you are getting your picture painted wearing your favorite shawl. It will be a beautiful painting because you look beautiful in that shawl. I forget the name of the stitch you used to make it, but I think it is amazing that you learned how to knit a whole shawl just by reading one book. I wish I could put my mind to things like you can. I am also glad that you like the handbag that I got you. I knew it would become your favorite on account of the pretty picture the beads make. I want to know all the things that you like so that I can make sure you always have them. I figure that way you will always want me around. Meet me on Friday at noon by the Big Picture Rock. I love you, Dirk.
remember when we were in Cappy's eating the crackers he ordered special from California? And you said that from then on, the crackers would be your favorite because they would always remind you of me? Well, I met a trader yesterday who had a whole wagon full of them, and I bought you 4 tins. I also bought a rock from him because this rock has been polished to show a picture that looks just like the landscape by one of our meeting places. He called it an agate and said that the picture was made by nature, but it looks so real I can hardly believe it. I am thinking of a way to surprise you with it because it is as special as you are. I will meet you Tuesday at 3 by the 3-armed cactus. Your father has people watching for me all over the county. I guess you got some of your smartness from him. I love you, Dirk. I still don't know how you got a whole cake out to our last meeting place like you did, but it was the best thing I ever ate. And the prettiest too, what with that fancy flower you put on it. Now I think it is the best cake recipe in the world too. But nothing is as good as getting a letter from you. Whenever I see a flower like the one on your favorite letter paper, I think of you. I only steal from people who have plenty of money to begin with and deserve to be robbed, but if I could start over, I would forget about them and be a rancher or a farmer or miner or shopkeeper or whatever you wanted me to be, just so we could always be together. Be at Charlie's grave at sunset this Thursday. I love you, Dirk.
Well, okay.
I haven't done that yet.
Oh, we do know this.
That's done.
That was a tulip.
Can't check that off till it's done. Can't check that off yet. I'm finished with...
I did that. Well, someone said web search, so let's do a web search here. Oh. Agates, yeah. Agates are semi-precious stones made of a particularly beautiful form of microcrystalline quartz called chalcedony. Chalcedony. Most agates were created hundreds of millions of years ago, and gas bubbles became trapped in lava flows that cooled and hardened around them. Over time, groundwater filled with these bubbles with a solution of dissolved silica, as well as solutions of oxides such as iron, manganese, and calcium. When these minerals hardened, the bubbles became rocks, which, when cut and polished, appeared to be stained with colorful, often very delicate designs. Collectors categorize agates according to these designs. Agates are often a mixture of the basic types below. We have a banded agate. This type of agate features concentric bands of color. Onyx agate. There we go. Characterized by parallel bands of color. Eye agates. As the name suggests, circular bands create an eye-like pattern. Moss agate. This kind of agate features tree-like patterns which often combine to resemble a landscape. For this reason, they are sometimes called picture agates. Well, okay. And then common knitting stitches. There we go. 2 stitches, the knit stitch and the purl stitch, form the foundation for all other knitting stitches and patterns that are commonly employed to transform yarn into clothing. We have the stockinette stitch, row 1 knit, row 2 purl. Garter stitch, knit every row. Single rib, knit 1, purl 1. Though that's complicated. Cable stitch, that's complicated too. Daisy stitch. Jeez. Broken rib, less complicated. Moss, it's less complicated, but still complicated. Well, okay. We did the web search. Yep, so I need to figure out the flowers.
Can't check that off yet.
Oh, well, we could look at the shawl on the... Oh.
The daisy stitch.
So daisy. I feel like I need to write these down. Okay. So we've got Daisy, Stitch, camo pin, the tulip is the marzipan flower. We've got her stationery and the crackers and the beaded purse.
Can't check that off yet.
What do you mean?
Can't check that off yet.
We literally just figured it out. I still think we need George for the purse.
Hello?
It's me.
So what's going on there?
I found an old beaded handbag that may have belonged to Francis Humber.
Was there anything in it?
No, but if it's the bag that Dirk mentioned in one of his love letters, it could hold some sort of clue.
What does it look like?
Well, there's a bird on it, but the beads have completely fallen off this one section. However, it does have the name of the manufacturer at the bottom. It was made by the Chicago Mercantile Company back in 1881.
That's one of the companies in my book. Is there anything else on it?
Yeah, some kind of number. HB3941.
Maybe that's what bead pattern it is. There's a bunch of phone numbers in this book. Maybe we can track down the pattern for you.
That'd be great. Like I said, it could be pretty important, especially if the part that's missing turns out to have something to do with flowers.
We'll get right on it.
I found a green bottle with a bunch of love letters from Dirk to Francis inside.
Love letters? I love love letters. Was there anything in them about the loot he'd stashed for her?
No, but there are references to some of her favorite things. And since the letter that Dirk wrote to her from jail mentioned that her favorite flowers will help her find the treasure.
They might help you figure out what they are. We're stuck here while you get to read love letters? Okay, George. We're suing the airline, both airports, and the weather service.
That's it for now.
2 words, Nancy. Call us.
And the weather service. Okay, I need to figure out Francis's favorite stationery. Find the crackers with cappies. They're doing the purse.
I haven't done
figured that one out. It's the daisy. It's the daisy stitch. They're doing that. Oh, I made a birthday cake already.
That's done. That's done.
Did that. Need to finish the petroglyphs, but I still need a rope. I need a rope. That's really what I need is I need a rope.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
What do you know about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid around here for Francis Humber to find?
If I thought there was a snowball's chance in Tampa that Valentine had stashed any of his loot here, I'd be tearing this place apart. Why? What do you know about it?
I just heard about it, that's all.
When I heard that rumor, I started reading everything about Dirk Valentine I could get my hands on. But the more I read, the more it sounded like he suckered Francis into believing he'd hidden something for her, just to give people something to talk about when he was gone.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
I feel like it's him.
Hello, Nancy. Guess I'm gonna be blushing every time I see you now.
Don't worry about it. I've been known to do a few sneaky type things from time to time myself.
Actually, I'm kinda glad you came by. Something I need you to do for me, if you wouldn't mind.
You bet.
This chicken coop's been a thorn in my side ever since I got here. The wire I need to fix the hole in the fence was supposed to be delivered today. But it's not here yet, and the Raleighs just called and asked me to run an errand for them tonight. So if you could keep an eye out for that chicken wire, and patch that hole as soon as it gets here, the chickens and I'd really appreciate it.
Will the wire get here before it gets dark?
Doesn't look that way. But you still have to put it up, even if it means working at night. Just be sure to wear gloves. I'll leave my pliers out. If you have to do it at night, that's okay. There should be plenty of moonlight. You'll be able to see fine. Just make sure it gets done. Because if it doesn't, the coyotes are gonna have themselves one heck of a banquet, and you're gonna be in a lot of hot water.
No problem.
Now, is there something I can do for you?
May I see that letter you said Frances Humber wrote to your great aunt?
Sure, got it right here. When I heard you were a detective, I started keeping it on me. Thought you might snoop through my stuff or something.
Thanks for letting me see it.
Dearest cousin Ellie, my beloved Dirk is no more. I shall never see him again. And now you will never see me again, for I am on my way east, there to spend the rest of my life. I will never return to the territory of Arizona, not even when my father, whom I despise with every part of my being, has left this earth. But know this, sweet Ellie. Dirk told me that he had hidden something of great value, and that when all was in place, he would start me in pursuit of it. He was forever inventing fanciful ways to tax my brain, and was quite clever himself. Then, thanks to my father, he was arrested. Perhaps he wrote me from jail, and his note was lost. Or perhaps he grew to hate me. But he never told me how to find what he had hidden, and I am too heartsick to care. If you can somehow find it, it's yours, my dear young cousin. Know, too, that I miss you terribly, and always, always will. Francis. P.S. Enclosed is a picture of the vilest man ever born. Dearest cousin Ellie.
No, okay. I think that's an orchid.
Where was the jail that Dirk Valentine stayed in after he was arrested? Do you have any idea?
Probably the one over in Dry Creek. It's a ghost town now. But the jailhouse and a couple other old buildings are still standing. At least they were last I saw.
Is it far from here?
On your way to Mariazzi's, look for the trail on your left that heads towards Shadow Mountain and stay on it till you get there. It's about an hour and a half's ride. This got something to do with the treasure?
It might.
Well, let me know if you need anything else.
I'll let you get back to work.
Appreciate it.
That's done.
Pretty sure it was an orchid. Looked like an orchid.
This is not the right time.
Can I look it up? Look up flowers. Oh, I just want to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that was an orchid. It looked like an orchid.
Need something?
Has anyone tried going after that phantom horse when it appears?
Nope. Always something else going on. Like Ed Raleigh getting snake bit, or the pump house blowing up. Plus, that horse is fast. Probably couldn't catch it anyway.
Is it okay if I go riding?
Nope. Feed the chickens and the horses in the corral first. Could be fatal if you mess up, so don't.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Well, okay then. Then we'll put this back. Yep. Yeah, you figure out those crackers. They're looking at that one.
Check.
Okay, now I can check that off. Okay.
Can't check that off yet.
Technically, I did check with him.
Can't check that off till it's done.
I still need a freaking rope. Okay. Well, it is about the hour and a half mark here. So, we're going to leave it on this screen so that way I know when I get back here to feed all the horses. And the chickens. The chickens are the easiest, it looks like. Oh, geez. I don't know the names of the other horses. But at least I know Bob gets 2 orts, 1 corn, and 1.5 mix of pellets. Alright, so when we get back, we're going to feed some horses and some chickens. That's how we'll start off, and then hopefully we get a freaking rope in the next game. Or the next run through of this game. The next time I play will be it. I'm trying to keep it down to 3 a week, so if it ends up being long, then it ends up being long. But I do need to get some food in me and prep for the dog going to bed this afternoon. So, I do have to call it here. I have to save and call it. Actually, let's save. Save game. We're gonna call it Feeding Bob. I'm just gonna keep with the theme of Bob here. So, as usual, thank you for watching. I didn't do as much talking about Arizona and the desert and all that kind of stuff. I did a little bit. I got stuck on Google Maps earlier. Sorry, guys. But if you like that kind of stuff, if you are enjoying me talking about my knowledge of kind of the deserts in the area, please leave a comment let me know. Below. And let me know that you're enjoying that way. I know if I should shut up and stop talking about all that stuff, or if you guys actually like that kind of commentary. If you enjoyed watching this, please click the like button. And if you want to keep up with me playing this particular game, as well as future Nancy Drew games, also click the subscribe and hit that notification bell. Though I will tell you, Nancy Drew should post every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. We'll see if that changes at all once I go back to work next week, which will be this week for you guys. We'll see if it changes. Hopefully it doesn't. Fingers crossed it doesn't change, because I kind of like one game a week. I'm liking that we're doing that. I think it makes sense. It's nice. It's nice to do that. So yeah. So if you're enjoying it, please let me know. If you want to see me crack the spine of that book after we finish playing next time, let me know that too. But as usual, guys, don't plagiarize. Just don't do it.